Hello, and welcome to my new channel, Annie Eats Less. My name is Annie, and this is my lovely co-host, Tony. Look at in the camera for just once. She's purring. She's my co-host. She comes and goes, and I also have other co-hosts as well, but she's the one that's here right now. I used to have a channel called Annie's Online Adventure, which almost nobody saw. In that one, I had a channel called Annie's Online Adventure. In that channel, I was jumbling two different topics, my weight loss journey and also my interest in makeup. I don't think it was a really good fit. I mean, the two are kind of related in that they both make me look a little bit better, maybe. However, people who are interested in weight loss might not be interested in makeup and vice versa. So I decided to simply split them into two different channels, each with a little less content in each one, but more focused. So this is the introduction to my weight loss channel, Annie Eats Less. I created this channel to document my weight loss efforts from here on out. I currently weigh around 206 pounds. At my old normal weight, I fluctuated between 250 and 260, meaning I've lost about 50 pounds so far. My goal weight is approximately 140 pounds, so I have about 65 pounds left to go to reach that goal. I don't know if I will reach the goal or not. I may change my mind as I get closer to that. My doctor has already told me that he would be happy with me being 20 pounds heavier at 160. So we'll see. When I get closer to that goal, I'll see how I feel, if I really want to lose more or if I don't. It's quite a ways away, so nothing's set in stone right now. I'm just thrilled to have lost the 50 pounds I've lost, to be honest. But I've also bought a lot of new someday clothes that I'm really looking forward to wearing someday. So I'm also eager to keep losing. For this channel, I plan on doing weekly weigh-ins, usually on Mondays. Though because I have to edit them and I do work on Monday and Tuesday, I probably won't post it until later in the week because, well, I don't have a lot of time to edit, and I'm finding out that editing takes a lot of time. But I will film them on Mondays, film myself getting on the scale, and also film myself in a mirror showing what my body looks like. But I'll be wearing clothes, so it won't be too much. I won't be showing too much. I also plan on spending some time in those weigh-in videos discussing how my weight loss efforts have gone for that week, what I'm doing differently, what I'm doing the same, how my exercise is going, how I'm feeling. Basically just an update on how things have been going. I'd like to report that I'm doing great every single week with no backsliding, but that's simply not the truth. I think it's important to document the bad and the good. I'm certainly not an angel when it comes to anything, but I have lost 50 pounds, and I know I'm going to lose more, and I want to give an accurate representation of what I'm going through as I do this, in case somebody else watches this and maybe feels discouraged with their own progress, or maybe wants to laugh at my lack of progress, whatever it is. I want to be truthful. So I'll talk about my failures that I have and setbacks, as well as the successes that I know I will be having. I don't know if I'll be cropping her out, but Tony is very loving right now. She's in my lap. She spends a lot of time in my lap. She's a very, very needy cat, and that's fine. She's a great co-host. So if you see my hands moving down, that's why, because I'm petting a cat. I also plan on making other videos discussing various weight loss topics, including talking about intermittent fasting, which is the method that I am using to restrict my calories. I also plan on talking about my history with other weight loss strategies and how they worked or didn't work for me. In particular, I know that I want to discuss my experiences with calorie counting. About 10 years ago, I lost approximately 70 pounds with calorie counting, and it felt great to be down that low, but I had a lot of difficulty with calorie counting, and eventually I quit and gained it all back. So calorie counting does work. It absolutely 100% works, but it wasn't for me. And I'll go into that in more detail. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of me at my heaviest. I was very, very good at avoiding the camera. About the only thing I really have is my driver's license photo, which I'll be showing the picture from right here as soon as I edit it in. Obviously, I'll be blocking out all the identifying information. Since I have a black backdrop right now, the black leggings were just disappearing into that. So I put on some gray ones, which hopefully will show up a little better. This is my lovely co-host, Bailey. Bailey is a 4.5-month-old kitten, and he just got fixed. No, he's not biting me because of that. He's just a kitten. But anyways, I'm working obviously in a very cramped area. This is basically, I've just walled off half of my bedroom with a room divider to make a backdrop. So this is what my body looks like. This is how big my legs are. You can see I've got quite a lot of meat on there. So hopefully I can do a side-by-side with one of my before pictures, the best one that I can find. My lovely co-host, Bailey, is back. We named him Bailey because he looks like Irish cream. All right, Bailey's left. He was chewing on me, and I didn't let him do that, and he felt that was unacceptable, so he left. And he's knocking things around. Bailey's a little riled up right now. That's quite normal for a kitten his age. He's actually not ferocious, and I don't let him chew on me. This is a padded hanger, which is actually a fairly good thing for him to chew on. It's basically just padded wood. Sorry about that, I'm looking down. I'm looking for one of his toys. He's got a lot of them in here. It's a little frustrating because he literally has 30 million toys. We counted that. It took several hours to count them. Okay, he doesn't really have 30 million toys, but he has a lot of toys. Okay, I have now found a suitable toy for Bailey. And hopefully he doesn't reach up past the thing and bite me. But we'll see how that goes. So since I was so good at avoiding taking pictures of me when I was at my worst, I don't want to make the same mistake again. I know it might seem like I'm pretty eager to show off my body, but the truth is I'm very embarrassed at how I look. I know I'm not going to look as fresh-faced as somebody who's in their 20s or 30s or 40s or any age other than mid-50s, which is what I am. And he just took the toy and walked off with it. He does that. That's why we can't find toys. He takes them and he walks away and leaves them and hides them. And I don't know where he puts them. So I am embarrassed by how I look. However, I don't want to make the mistake of not having good before pictures. I get discouraged just like anybody else. And when I do, it is helpful to look at where I was and where I'm at now and decide, yeah, it's worth it to just go ahead and stick to my eating window or not have those crackers I was planning on eating or whatever it was that I'm kind of teetering on. Even if nobody else ends up watching this channel, I know it will be helpful for me to have this video documentation of how I'm progressing. I'm also hopeful that perhaps I'll be able to help somebody else who's going through the same sort of struggles that I am. So if you like this video, please click on the like button below. If you want to see more of my documentation of my weight loss journey, go ahead and subscribe. Also, you can hit the bell to activate notifications so that you'll be able to see whenever I upload something new. I'm not planning on uploading a ton of content. This is basically just a hobby for me, and I do have a full-time job and as well as a very demanding family. That's very violent. So I do have a very violent and demanding family that I have to spend time with as well. I didn't hurt him. However, I do plan on uploading regularly, at least doing the weigh-ins if nothing else, and also talking about what other weight loss topics that are interesting to me. I know there's some YouTube channels that I particularly am interested in that I watch, and maybe I'll comment on some of those, as well as giving my thoughts on the health at any size movement, also known as the fat acceptance movement, and also some other YouTubers such as Amberlynn Reed. Also, if you'd like to, comment below and tell me what your weight loss struggles are or how you're working on overcoming them. Or even if you just have criticisms or questions about what I'm doing. Also, if you'd like to see how I play around with makeup, if you're interested in makeup and how I put it on my face, also my Ipsy unboxings and BoxyCharm unboxings, feel free to go to my other channel, Annie's Ageless Beauty. I'll link that down in the description. So this has been my introduction to my weight loss journey on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you all later. Goodbye.